Hello, my sweet dear magical friends. Welcome, willkommen to your psychic tarot reading with me, Natalie, spelled Natalee. Now, if this is your first time in a psychic tarot reading and you have no idea what is about to happen, the two psychic abilities that I use for your readings are channeling and remote viewing. So when I'm channeling, I am getting downloads, what we call downloads, and I open up those downloads with remote viewing and the tarot. A couple of quick housekeeping notes for my golden oldies and for the new people too. So I am no longer able to offer the highest tier via the Patreon, the Hierophants and the High Priestesses tier. So only if one of my Hierophants or High Priestesses drops off, that will create a new spot. Then we can do the weekly Zoom sessions, but I cannot take any more people. Also, I am no longer able to offer the spiritual concierge services that had the 2 readings with me, psychic tarot readings, one-on-one on Zoom, 2 for the price of $100. The last update, I know it's a lot. The last update, housekeeping wise, is I have raised the price for my 30-minute psychic tarot reading with me or our 30-minute consigliere session with me from $50 for 30 minutes to $75 for 30 minutes. The eclipse has rocked my just blew up my schedule. So that's the only reason why these changes are happening, is because it's my schedule. It is literally, there's other stuff happening that I have to be there for, that I have to be present for. And so it's cutting into this, and I'm still here, but that's another thing, is I'm gonna have to figure out a new day or a new YouTube schedule. And so everything's working out strangely. And I feel like with eclipses, it does that where, the pivots are they're like hard changes, and the fallout is going to be, what we do to adapt. It's like the thing happens, or the change happens, and then we're like, getting our bearings a little bit. So for me, it's scheduling stuff. So okay, I think that's it for housekeeping. And let's move on to your download. So tuning into your energy, she showed me, okay, so I have this recurring dream this is like once in a blue moon type of a dream, and I see this city, and it's very much, I can't tell if it's just like something in the future, like very futuristic, or if it's on an astral planet, or if it's someone's version of heaven or something, but it feels very futuristic. This is a city where there's a lot of white granite or white stone, and it's just really futuristic, and there's a lot, it's weird. But I saw that. I also saw this store that used to be in Chicago that's no longer in Chicago. It used to be called Transitions, and it was sort of just like a spirituality store. My mother would take me every so often. I saw that. Thank you. And I'm like, I know there were 3 things. That's another thing that I do for your psychic tarot readings. I channel before you log on, and I grab 3 things, 3 downloads, and I'll tell you what those 3 things are. Sometimes you know what they are, boom, 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 and sometimes they come up throughout the reading. And sometimes you guys even email me after our reading if there was, something that didn't really resonate with you, or you didn't know how it fit and it didn't come up in the reading. You'll email me later and say, Natalie, girl, this is what it was. And we all go, oh, and it all connects. So I knew there was a 3rd thing, and she just gave it to me, re-downloaded it to me. It's this sensation of falling asleep, and it's almost like your consciousness is still sort of like with it. It's like you're able to put your body asleep, and you go into your dream, kind of like walking into it. And so there's no kind of it's sort of weird. The way she gave it to me is sort of strange. So let's see what this is for you guys. There is no weekly astrological live stream for this week. I'm going to have to figure out a different day and time that I can do that. However, I am here for your tarot, your psychic tarot messages. And that is honestly what everyone wants from me on YouTube anyway. So I feel like this is maybe even just working out a little bit better for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's get started. Just put your deck into 4. First energy out. Chia devil. Oh my God, that's what I heard. I heard the paint the town red. I just saw like fire and flames and, you know, just like a lot of red with this. Queen of Wands, very, very spicy. This is really healthy self-esteem. So this isn't anything that's over the top, over, you know, egotistical or anything like that. This is like true confidence, true comfort with oneself. Ooh, she's showing me. That's strange. She showed me growing up, my sister and I would go to AA meetings. No, we wouldn't sit in. Our dad was going to them and we would play around in the building. And there was like this hall way. And she showed me that. So that might be something we come back to. Let's keep going. What else? Got some flippers over here. We have the Empress. I see the Empress, the Hermit, and the 7 of Cups. This one makes the discovery of one's value, of one's self-worth, of one's, you know, it could be something like that, but it could also be someone discovers like an asset or a resource or a skill, a talent, an ability, something that you may have taken for granted. Okay, with the like Empress is like they're complete opposite energies. Like the Queen of Wands is like my middle class queen. My girl works hard. She's out there. She's getting the bag. She's not taking any BS from anyone. She enjoys her own company. This girl, my girl over here, I'm just thinking of a new friend I made. This Empress over here, she kind of just expects things and things just come up, and she's just a little bit more entitled, a little bit more, doesn't believe in working too hard, doesn't believe in putting in a lot of effort, doesn't believe in. So it's sort of strange how there's this introspective, this internal quest to find. These are very different kinds of confidences, very, very different, very. So I don't want you to think that we're negating or judging or comparing either or. They're just, you cannot compare two unlike items, okay? You just can't. And so the Empress is this is like the goddess energy where you don't do any effort, you don't put in any effort, okay? So there's something, like I said, that's really, it's kind of effortless. It kind of is effortless. We're going to come back to this. We're going to open up all of this. Let's take a look here. What does my people need to know? Ace of Wands, a very strong new start. This is very passionate, creative, very creative. What else? What else can you expect? Can my people expect in the next little while coming up? So cute. Ooh. Another feminine energy. Now we have my girl, the Earth sign, Queen of Pentacles. Look at you with the Fool brand. This is like a clean slate. This is the freshest clean slate of all with the Fool. Let's stop there. Okay, bottom of the deck. Ooh. I never get this vibe from the King of Swords, but I just got like a good little, this is like This is positive chemistry. This is the bat computer brain, okay? King of Swords, bat computer brain. King of Swords, bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. And the Page of Swords. Whoa. See, okay, so there's someone that's like the masculine energy. Oh, man. Wow. The one masculine energy. And then we got two queens and the Empress here. Damn. This, okay. Let me start clarifying this before I speak on that. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Ooh, that was fast. Archangel Michael, King of Swords energy. This always gives me a very different vibe from this deck. This is always Archangel Michael energy. Look, he looks like he doesn't, and his body language, it's very different. Wow. Wow. Okay, so these two are working together. And I am not really, I'm honestly, I'm not getting anything romantic from the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. This is like, here's what I'm feeling. I feel like the King of Swords, I feel like this is someone, the bat computer brain, I feel like they see women as people. Okay. And I don't know what that sounds like. I don't know how you're picking up what I'm putting down, but newsflash. A lot of masculines, a lot of men do not see women as people. They just see their projection. They just see some kind of archetype. They just see some kind of, I don't know. Part of me, I do have, I'll keep Natalie out of this. What I'm getting with this though, the channeling I'm getting is that this is a man, or this is a masculine dominant person that sees women and feminine dominance as people. They see them as people, straight people, nothing else. They don't see an object of desire. They don't see any desire or any want or any expectation. They see a person. So like this King of Swords is seeing this Queen of Wands, how they want to be seen. Like this Queen of Wands has, like I said, like an agenda. They want to do something. They want to, they got the fire in the belly. Okay. So there's that. Let's take a look at the Hermit, the Empress, and the Seven of Cups. What is this about the finding? Oh, the last. I was gonna say the last queen, but there's still one more. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so all right, Queen of Cups to clarify all this. This one's a little bit lost. This one is it's a little bit too emotional. It's a little, I'm getting like, thank you. Okay, she's showing me this. So like if like masculine, feminine, if masculine texts something and the feminine text like a paragraph, you know, like those paragraphs, those like little novels in the text, it's like drowning. And the dude or the masculine text like a couple of words or like a half a sentence. It's just too much. It's like drowning in, oh my God. She just showed me the AA thing again. Okay. All right. I know what this is. I know what this is. So it's not alcohol. I'm not getting, it's not that. It's okay. I'm asking her, I'm talking to her. If I pause, I'm asking a question for you. So I'm like, what exactly do you want me to say? And should I say everything? What exactly do you want me to say? So I remember I'm a Capricorn, so I was a judgmental child. Okay, I was. And I remember observing adults and judging them very harshly, very black and white, very, very judgy. And I remember observing these, some, not all of them, some of these AA people, and listening to them and thinking about their lives and thinking about what they're saying and really, really listening. Both of my parents, Virgo parents, talk to me like an adult growing up as a child, and that's like not something you're supposed to do, but whatever. We're over it, we're healed, all about it, but it imprints and it creates a natural, it's created a natural mentor out of me, a natural, I feel very, I could be next to a stranger and they'll start after 20 seconds opening up their life story to me. There's like this natural, I don't know, therapist vibe or something, strangely enough. So I would be observing these AA people, and I remember thinking, how is it, it's like all about you. Like, how is it all about you, but nothing's your fault? How is that? Like, it was very clear that they just felt like it was all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you, right? But at the same time, nothing is your fault. Everything is like happening to you, and it's your, oh, it's your wife, and it's your husband, and it's your dad, and it's your mom, and it's your kids, and it's your job, and it's the government. And how is it, me being, 9 years old or whatever, I'm like, how is that? How is it like, and I would, even listening to them talk about like them taking responsibility, I would listen to them. I'm like, they're not taking responsibility. They're just feeling sorry for themselves. Like what they thought they were taking responsibility for, they were just feeling sorry for themselves. And they were like absolving responsibility. That's what I mean by drowning. So what takes me minutes to like explain, I get in a feeling or a vision or a sensation psychically. Remote viewing, channeling. So channeling is how I feel it and how I sense it, and remote viewing is how I see it. We do still have the active sub clubs over on Patreon. So if you guys want to learn how to remote view yourself or to add a little spice to any part of your life, it's over there. So this energy though, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. Someone here in the next little while ahead for you, they don't have to be a woman. They don't have to be a feminine dominant either. They are just drowning in this like energy. They're just drowning. And here's what I feel like the AA thing is a system someone devised maybe before, I don't know what the timing works out as, but I think if you ever did AA, or if it worked for you or works for you now, inner child healing. I feel like that's a way, the AA system is a way to sort of keep bringing it back to bringing the focus back to you. It's a way to make it all about you, that part of you that needs it to be all about you, which is your inner child. But there are still some, it's not perfect. I don't think any one system is perfect, by the way, but I'm just, this AA or some kind of crutch, whether that's maybe overeating, over drinking, oversleeping, I don't know. So there's someone has some kind of emotional crutch, and it's masking self-esteem. It's masking a talent. It's masking a skill. It's masking empathy. It's masking feelings that you could actually really feel very richly, or maybe even masking some kind of psychic ability or emotional ability or intuitive ability, something. It's masking a lot of really great, beautiful things. This could be someone that has a lot of water in their chart too. I don't know. Just Insane. Oh, that's a lot. This is just a lot. So something about what's going on is helping this person go within. It's helping this person feel good about, because your inner child, which is your subconscious, guys, when you do the inner child healing, and I have the vlog, How to Heal and Move On, I go into it. I have posts on my TikTok about it. There's great meditations. So even if it's not through me, any other way that you are guided to, do that work, if this kind of resonates or speaks to it, what you are doing. And this is why I tell my people that I'm training, to have that picture of you printed somewhere, of you. One of my people, she has it as her with the wallpaper on her phone, her wall, her cute as a button. So keep it somewhere that you can see it. I recommend either like in the bathroom or by the bedside table. And that little 5-year-old version of you is so beautiful and so precious, and absolutely 110% deserves for it to be all about them. Absolutely. Absolutely. So when that feeling comes up, I don't know what this is. Let's just pick let's low self-esteem or something, or not feeling good about your skills, or not feeling good about your attractiveness, not feeling good about, maybe this is some, woman that is infertile or something, or, whatever it happens to be, whatever that is, whatever you feel like you're not, I don't know, enough of or good at or whatever, that feeling, your inner child, when that feeling comes up, and you as a competent grown adult now, talking to that feeling and visualizing you as a 5-year-old, as you're talking to that feeling, what are you doing? You are talking to your subconscious. You're talking to a part of yourself, and that is how the healing happens. Sorry to be aggressive. I just say this a lot, and I just want you to get it. So this is, someone needs to do that. Someone needs to start. Someone needs to get back on the horse. Someone needs to commit to it more. Someone needs to, because then thank you so much. That is so funny. She's giving me, so I used to do wildlife rehabilitation and volunteering. And I would work with some people that were like animal rights people, like full force. And those are some of the craziest people I've ever met in my life. And it's like, some of the craziness is the projection. They're projecting, I don't know, some kind of like childhood abuse onto these, like, are like shelter animals or something. So, if someone yells at their dog, they lose it. They just go psych, because they're projecting some of their internal pain onto, like, a poor little dog or something. This person, if this is someone with like children, they may be doing something similar with children, either their children or other people's children. And that's what we do. We sort of outsource or project things onto, our own children or on other people's children. So I'm getting like a pit. Thank you. I'm getting like, this is like a South Node conjunct moon person. Like if you were born with that, this is like, no matter how much emotion or talking it to death, no matter how much you talk about it, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't change anything, because it's like you pour into a well that has no end, So it's like this, for this person, it's like, no matter, they just never feel full. They never feel satiated. They never feel emotionally, they never feel like emotionally full or emotionally good. It just keeps leaking out. And that's why you got to do the inner child healing. So if you tried AA and it doesn't work, that makes sense. Or whatever, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. Just what I'm getting. I am just a messenger. I am your messenger. So for some people, this is like a mother that just sort of like sucks the life out of you, and like nothing fits, nothing is like good enough, or nothing Hmm. Could be it for some of you. That could be it. If the mother part of it hits, resonates, ding, if you feel a little tingle or shiver somewhere, if I ever say anything and you feel some sensation in your body, bingo, bingo. So that fits. This is someone that needs to fill their own cup. And you may have been projecting onto your children or other people's children or on little animals or anything that just needs a lot of love. This is why you don't get like fixer-uppers and stuff like that. Like people, you're going to put all that into that and then you're still empty and it's you still don't really feel like satiated. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at this Ace of Wands. What am I here to tell my people? Oh, strength. Strength with the Ace of Wands. There's so many queens here. There's a Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Some of these feminines or women are like exemplary examples, and it's a choice. It's a choice. Like, for some reason, like now that I see the strength, like it can go. I wonder if some of this is still like in the making. Because there's an awareness. All right. So someone is going to go very like deep within and discover something within themselves, or discover like how they're going to do it, how they're going to fill themselves. So even if, all the negative part of this does resonate for you or for someone else, there's still hope. There's still time for someone to find their way. And it could be through a guide or a mentor with the Hermit. If you're overwhelmed with the emotion, if you're overwhelmed with your own, you're going to get lost. It's like the waves just like, and you just, so you just might need a little bit of guidance. Okay. So strength to clarify the Ace of Wands. This is so powerful. Like whatever this new thing is that's starting up, this is very, I'm getting like a strong heart. Something has a lot of heart. And whatever is beginning in the next little while, it has a strong heart. It has something sort of magnanimous about it. Like if this were like in The Godfather, and I hope your first child, be a masculine child. So if this were like a pregnancy or something, this would be like a masculine with like a strong heart and like strong courage and convictions and, born with the grit to like face challenges head on and like believe in themselves no matter what, like, or if you're incorporating in the next little while, your business is something that it has like the strength to face being in the red and coming into the black and, tackling competitors and, getting up on top and, it'll have this like stamp of strength within the inception. So whatever you're starting up in the next little while has, now what in life doesn't need to have that kind of strength? So you have it. So expect some kind of, maybe there will be things unexpected or things that you do expect coming up to sort of challenge the strength of a new beginning, but that it's like what is it, like the the oak tree, the seed of the whatever, like it just has like a lot of strength in it. That seed was just super packed with like, I don't know, all the things it needs to withstand all the stuff. Okay, let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles and the Fool. Thank you. The Four of Swords. That's creepy to me. It's creepy because you go from chill and relaxed and at peace to like leaping off, jumping off. So there's another feminine over here. It doesn't have to be like a woman, it doesn't have to be feminine with the Queen of Pentacles, but they're coming. This is someone that they are quite practical. They make a lot of sense. They care about things that make sense. Their life has to make sense. It has to be realistic. It has to be grounded. They take very good care of themselves. All the queens take very, very good care of themselves. And, you know, they take good care of their families, their constituents. This is someone that like, they really like, this could be a mother. I'm getting mom vibes from this one, actually, surprisingly. She's showing me like leaning over, like looking over I'm looking over someone's shoulder, and it could be like a, what's it, the thing that the babies go into, the bassinet. But it could be something else. Like I can't quite confirm that. And then they're going over, and this is like really like middle of the night. Like it could be a desk, but it could be, it's like, if it's not like a child or a baby, it's like your creative baby, your creative passion project, your creative child of the mind, creative, you know, mind baby or something, you know, like working hard late into the wee hours, but they go over into the next room to check on their spouse. So it's almost like, in an easier example, it's like a mother that has a newborn, and while they're adjusting to all of that, they're still prioritizing taking care of themselves, number one, looking out for number one, and the marriage or the partner, and making sure that that is like still strong and alive, but that it's not because of or based on the third thing, the third entity, you know, the child. So this is interesting. This is like, there's a, this is the hardest for me as a psychic tarot reader, just FYI. I've had a few readings where I've done people that ask about work and coworkers, and I've done like up to 8 people in one reading, and it's really, really hard, but I'm still accurate. I still have my accuracy, so. But it's still sort of weird. It feels weird. It feels weird for me. Ooh. Partners. Some of these are partners. 3. There's 3, like the 3 Musketeers. There's 3 active. Someone here is stepping back. 1 is passive. 1 is like, this is the emotional one. This is the one where, like, I don't know if they want to feel like sorry for themselves. I'm not really getting mom vibes from this either. Like maybe it's a mom, someone's mom or something, but I'm not getting that. So I don't want to like discount it completely. I'm just saying I'm not getting that. So like it could be, but I'm not getting that. This is just like really, really like super duper, like overly emotional. Getting lost, getting really, really lost, and not even seeing, you know, it's all about you, but nothing's your fault. You know what I mean? Like something is like, I don't know if they're gonna get it. I really don't know, but they're like, they're going, I don't know what's going on. They're like, they may become more reclusive. Hopefully not. Hopefully they like find therapy or like a spiritual, I don't know, like guide or something, or therapy or that could help. They need to hear some kind of different perspective, because I don't know, with the Seven of Cups, they may just be getting a lot of like the wrong mirrors, you know, your friends and your family. You need to pick good mirrors. That's what they are. Like, you need to pick good mirrors to see when you're being like delusional, or when you're being like out of line or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that person has good mirrors. They may just have people that are just like, oh my gosh, she's giving me more of that AA stuff. So yeah, there may be, this could even be like, it could be like unintentionally having the wrong mirrors, and these people don't know any better, and they're just telling you like more of the bad stuff or something. Like, I don't know if this person has people in their life that are like being really real with them, you know. I don't know if they have the capability. Listen, you need to choose the good people and the good mirrors when you've got like healthy self-esteem. Healthy self-esteem, you're going to qualify the right people. So let me know in the comments below how your the last partial lunar eclipse in Taurus was for you. Like I said, it was in my 5th, 11th house axis. No, there were no great declarations of love or anything. However, it made me realize how I was so over-focused on that area of my life. Like, oh my God, way over-focused. But like, yeah, I did get like asked out and hit on and stuff, but I didn't say yes. No. Now I look at everyone, I'm like, what are you're interrupting so much that I'm already doing, that I have going on. Like, what do you really have to offer me? Like, it's got to be so much better than everything that I'm so excited about in my life already, you know? So, but when you have low self-esteem, you just want anyone to like you, or you just want any little bit of attention, or you just want like, blah, blah, blah. So it's a little bit like that. This year I learned how to date. So, you know, it's been a long, ridiculous process, but I'm finally fixed. This person's just over focusing. Okay, so this one's like withdrawing. They're like focusing. They're just like, they're kind of like lost in their feelings. So let something just sort of, if that's what they're choosing, that's what they're choosing. The best that this person's going to get is if they figure out some kind of healing, or, you know, like I said, start therapy or something, or, you know, do some personal development, self-growth, you know, something like that. Oh, that's what I was saying. So yeah, when you have like low self-esteem, you pick like the wrong business partners, you pick the wrong romantic partners, you pick the wrong friends, you pick the wrong life choices. Like, all of our options look so skewed when we have low self-esteem, when we're over like super duper emotional. When we have healthy self-esteem, things just like stand out really bright and really strongly as like not your vibe, your vibe. You know, your heart, you're like, oh, I like that. Oh, I want more of that. Or you're like, oof, you know. So that's what that person needs. But this is the thing. This is the thing with this person. I'm sorry to spend so long on this person, but if this is you, I want you to get the help that you're needing. And remember, we would rather understand than judge, okay? Because just like the AA thing, like, I feel like that's just such a way to do inner child healing without like really calling it that or looking at it that way. If you try to get that validation through a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a career, the money in your bank account, it is always empty. It's the leak. It's a leak that just always, you know, it just always goes out. It filters out. It's never going to fill you completely. You have to give that to yourself first. That's why grown-up you talking to feelings of insecurity, feelings of low self-esteem, feelings of low self-worth, visualize, see your inner child, 5-year-old version of you as the grown-up, talk to those feelings. You're talking to your subconscious and those feelings. And if you visualize yourself feeling and hearing it from grown-up you, and you're like little 5-year-old you, you're going to feel some shit. You're going to cry. It's going to be great. You're going to heal. Okay. You're going to heal your mind. You're going to heal your own mind. So that hopefully this person finds how to do that for themselves, how to love themselves. So when people say like, love yourself, that's what it looks like. When you have a thought, when you have a feeling, that's like, okay, when you choose your own thoughts, that's you choosing your own, that's your conscious mind. When you receive a thought that's mean to yourself, or like you just get a bad memory, or you just relive the most embarrassing moments of your life over and that's your subconscious. Okay, that's like a subconscious thought that just pops up and it needs healing. It's coming up because it's like, heal me, help me, please, you know, and it's looking for your conscious awareness to be grown up you to and it's looking for something. But if you go on to Instagram and you go on to shopping.com and if you go on to, you know, all these unhealthy things that are going to, that you think are going to give you some kind of validation, and listen, you guys, the entire world is designed to hit that button in you, to get you to buy things you don't need, to get you to be someone that you're not. And we're contrarians, okay? We're like, fuck that. That's what I love about. So some things that these eclipses and this axis have brought to me is a greater connection with my own inner child and my inner child healing, and my voice as a writer. I've been so much more creative. So it's been a heart opening, like in that way. So this is why I can speak from such a strong position, because I did it. I figured it out and I immediately shared it with everybody. So, you know, I share results. I share things that I see results in my clients and in my private practice and in my own life that I practice as well. So if you're this person, you need to get that, you need to give that validation to yourself. Okay. Okay. Feel like that's good. There's like a triad. There's like three. There's three that are coming together. This is like a super. So I worked with someone once when they taught me this. My mind melding with your mind creates a mastermind, a third mind, a mastermind. So I'm kind of seeing that. I'm seeing like these three brains like melding together to make this like mastermind. And like I said, this doesn't have to be like totally gender role specific, but if it happens to work that way in your case, I'm seeing 1 man, 2 women. And it looks really cool. Starting something. So this is a little bit more of like a personnel thing, like an alchemy transitions. So the next little while for someone, there's transitions in these relationships. And I don't know who already knows each other, or who, I don't know all of that. Okay. But there's in all of these people's lives, 4 or more people's lives being affected, transitioning. And everyone's feeling it like in a different way. It's very interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, let's take a look at your guidance. Is there any other Moonology guidance? But it's like all for like a whole new fresh start. Almost like a whole new life. Okay, and the seed of this, and these are all kings and queens. These are not knights and pages. We have a knight and a page, but it's like this masculine, it's like they have, I don't know if this is like messengers or if they have, or if this is like a professional person, the back computer brain, like there may be others on their behalf or something like that. But apart from that, and there's these two kings of swords here, apart from that, these are all kings, these are queens, okay? An empress over here. The empress is supposed to be all four queens in one. This may be a little bit of a toxic feminine situation in a man or in a woman, where you have like this never-ending leak, like an emotional leak, and you may be, you know, super loving and adoring to your pet or your child or your plants or your volunteering gig or something, but you don't give that to yourself. So you may end up resenting things that you pour all this energy into, your business, your marriage, your this, your that. And when it just takes and takes and takes and you end up a big nothing, you might be a little resentful of that. You might be like, hey, I'm giving you everything. I'm pouring all of myself into this, but you're not supposed to. That's not what feminine energy is supposed to do. Feminine energy is supposed to attract, magnetize, sit back and receive. Because you give to yourself, you put into yourself, okay? Into yourself. Like, I am so obsessed with my own life, and I'm so obsessed with all the cool things that I'm doing and everything that my life is just filled, okay? It's very, very full. It's very, very filled. Everything I love to do and like, you know, great people and everything. And so, yeah, if someone's going to want to like be for real, they got to bring a lot to the table. They got to bring a lot. Okay? Because I'm already the whole thing. So, you know, you gotta be obsessed with your own life. You gotta be legitimately busy. It's not like you're, or like in dating, it's not like you're playing a game or anything. You just are that busy. You have a life, you know. Yeah. And honestly, Queen of Wands over here, I feel like she's just like out doing her thing and she's just, you know, moving and shaking. Queen of Pentacles over here, counting her pentacles, getting all her money straight, and then starts a whole different life in some cases, maybe for some of you. Like a little rest before a big adventure. That's what it is, a big adventure. And if it's a risk, it's a calculated risk. It's not, everything here has some kind of guarantee of success. Okay, even this one over here, to heal. Thank you. Did something, I thought I saw something green. Did something flip? I guess not. Okay. Oh, you have two. You have your poppers, a new romantic cycle begins, and step out of your comfort zone. Oh, it's backwards. I'm sorry. It says that's what it says. It says step out of your comfort zone, North Node energy, and a new romantic cycle begins. Honestly, I'm not really getting romance. Oh my God, but you know what? So 𝚑𝚊𝚗𝚎𝚎 on Big Love is like, 𝚑𝚊𝚗𝚎𝚎 on Big Love and Gomez Addams from the Addams Family are my favorite like on-screen husbands ever. And I'm so surprised at the Big Love one because he's got 3 wives and they all connect through like the fences. That legitimately, I was like, I wonder if I could be a sister wife one day. Like I was like, he's just like, they just wrote him so well. They just wrote, I'm not going to criticize like all the seasons one by one, but I'm just saying like, I'm not getting anything romantic. Maybe for some of you that's somehow a part of all of this, I feel like you will know if that resonates, if that applies to you. But let's just say a new cycle of relating. Some of you, this can be a father and 3 daughters. If this is a father and 3 daughters, you got one daughter that you are just, your minds are like this. You have like the mind meld, okay? This daughter got the emotional issues. Maybe she got a drinking problem or a mushroom problem, something. And feels sorry for herself and doesn't want to get out of it. And then this one that's very calculated and very careful about everything she does and is about to really make a big life move, really like ready, but like in her own time. This is the in her own time daughter. You know, like she does everything in her own time. And if that's the case, the father and that one with the mind meld, my mind meeting with your mind creates a third mind, a mastermind. That could be what you're starting with your third daughter, with the third daughter. And honestly, it could be because she's already getting herself into something anyway. She's already doing something anyway. She's already, I don't know, she's already doing something. And you're like, all right, well, if you're already doing it, I might as well help you. And together, you and your third daughter start up, I don't know, you help, I don't know, you guys do whatever you're doing. So for some of you, and that would be out of the comfort zone for the father then, in that case, it would be out of the comfort zone for the father, because father's got bat computer brain and like really needed to like, I don't know, maybe get over some kind of mental equation or I don't know, something. Okay, bottom of the deck is take time to breathe out. This is like I'm saying, this is like a transition because she's also giving me like going to sleep and then going through into the dream. So there's something about like this is a transition, but you're like really walking into it with like eyes wide open and you know what I mean? So take time to breathe out and pack your little lunch bag and get all ready to just go for it. Okay. Okay. I love you guys. Take very good care. Who knows what's going to happen next? All right. Everything's remember all of those updates from the house cleaning at the very beginning, and to make sure that you are liking and subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so that you guys know when I go live, when I upload, when I say something, when I do something, any announcements that I'm making, all of the things. And you guys take very good care in this week ahead. Until next time, my loves, many, many, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah!